Hi, my name is Roger Kufal. I'm a physical therapist with Excel Physical Therapy. What we're going over today is we're going over stretches for the energy supply group, which involves a number of different groups. But we're going to try to put together some dynamic warm-ups, some dynamic stretches. What we're going to be using for some of the dynamic warm-ups is we're going to be using different types of resistant bands. These are Therabands. But oftentimes during the stretches, you're going to hear me just refer to them as rubber bands or bands. As you can see, there's two different colors that I'm holding right here. These bands come in different colors, and the colors represent different levels of tension. So as we go through with the green and the blue, there's additional colors as tan, yellow, red, green, blue, gray, and black. The green is the lesser of the two tensions that I have in my hand, with the blue being a greater tension. So as people progress, they may switch from a green Theraband to a heavier Theraband, which would be the blue. First one we're going to have, his arms are going to be just like this, and he's going to go up and down. There's no set pace for this, but ultimately we're trying to get his full extension and straightening out of the arms, the elbows. And as he gets to the very top, you can see he's kind of stretching a little bit more with each one. And good. Good. Next one we're going to do is a resisted squat. So go ahead and get your feet in the shoulder width. Take that rubber band off. Get them under your feet. Nope. Go ahead and put this under your feet. And go with kind of a wide base. Yep, you're going to step on it. Take your wide base. A little bit wider. Okay, good. Now I want you to squat down and then take the resistance from there. There you go. That's good. Yep, that's plenty. Perfect, just like that. Now we're gonna kick up, yep, just like that. We're gonna do 10. After you do 5, I'm gonna have you turn sideways. That looks good. Again, if you look at the amount of bend in his knee, he's going about 90 degrees. But as you're climbing in the wind turbine, your knees are gonna bend about 90 degrees to go from rung to rung. It's doing an excellent job of, as he squats down, kicking his backside out to help keep that natural curve in the spine. Perfect. Good. Hold on to your rubber band, throw it around your neck. Next one we're going to do is we're going to support the low back. We're going to stretch the low back, so I'm going to have you turn. As he's putting the hands on that low back to support it, and then he's going to bend back comfortably and gently to that spine. As he bends back, we've got a natural curve here that we're trying to just accentuate that curve, but not put pressure on that spine. Typically, if you go back too far, it'll put pressure on that spine. Let's have him look from the side. So as you're looking from the side, just a nice, easy arch. Hips are forward, shoulders are back. It's a comfortable stretch. And the key with this, it should be a comfortable stretch. Good. Okay, rubber band again in front of you. Okay, this time his elbows are going to be straight. Hands are going to be facing to the ground. And he's going to extend these, or pull these arms apart, that full length. And as he's doing this in the front, the action on the back is going to be bringing these shoulder blades together. Good, now to show them the back. And so what we're looking at here, yep, I'm looking at these shoulder blades coming together, right in through there. So you can see from my fingers, as he squeezes that rubber band, my fingers are coming closer together. That's perfect. Okay, the next one we're going to do is he's going to stand on, he's going to take a half a step forward with one leg, put the rubber band underneath it. He's going to have the hands close together. Nope, you're going to stand up with this one. Yeah, there you go. Now he's going to have the hands come close together, and as he's going to bring this up in front of him, he's going to just bring the elbows up. So he's going to keep this close to his body, and he's going to slide this up his body, but as he slides this up his body, he's going to have his elbows come out and up, just like that. And the only thing, let's bring your hands closer together when you come up. There, just like that. And now keep it closer to your body. There. And now just bring your elbows out. Perfect. That's what it should look like. Good. That's good. Next one we're going to do is rubber band is going to be right in front of him. Elbows are going to be tucked into his side. Hands are going to be bent, thumbs are going to be pointing up, and now he's just going to bring the hands apart. Okay, and he's going to bring them apart. It's not a big movement. He's going to bring them apart, but we don't want the arms to leave the body. We want the elbows to stay bent 90 degrees. Perfect. That's perfect. We want to keep the elbows tucked in just like that. That's perfect. Okay, good. Next one. Rubber band's going to be wrapped around and under the shoulder blade. Perfect. Hands are going to be in an upright position, thumbs are up top, and he's just going to punch the arms forward. Perfect, that looks perfect. Now we're going to spin around there. I want you to see from behind. We have the rubber band located below the shoulder blades. If we tend to try to locate this rubber band above the shoulder blade edge, sometimes as we come forward, that'll roll up. It's not very comfortable. Okay, perfect. Next one, we're going to throw this over. Yep, let's do that arm. So that's going to be up top. This one's going to be close right there. He's going to keep this up here in this position. He's going to bring this hand down and away. We're going to work the tricep or the back of the arm. Key with this is this hand has to stay locked in tight to his body. And this arm keeps close to his body just like he's doing. It's doing perfect. Okay, switch over to the other side. So the rubber band side, that's the hand that's up top. Okay. Okay, that's good. Next one, we're going to step on the rubber band with one foot. Do arm curls. Arm's going to start at the side, just like this, and it's going to start with the hand back, and then it's going to come turn and come up to the chest. Perfect. That's good. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to do some lower extremity stretches. So go ahead and, set your rubber band aside. First one we're going to stretch, and let's go sideways with this. We're going to stretch the hamstring. So I want you to take a big stride with that left foot. Okay, and then bring that front toe up. Okay, and then I want both hands on the front of this thigh. Head above your shoulders. And as he's bending forward with his chest and belly towards that knee versus his head. So we're not trying to pull with our head, but we're trying to get that stretch to come over the top. And you should feel this on the back of that front leg. Okay, good. Same thing on the other side. Perfect. Yep, looks good. Perfect. Okay, the next stretch we're going to do is he's going to support himself with the truck. He's going to grab the pant leg, and he's going to just let that knee drop straight down to the ground, keeping that leg close into his body. And he's going to bring that heel towards his bottom, and it's going to feel the stretch on the front of the thigh. If he doesn't get an adequate stretch, then he can drop down to that ankle. In order for him to be able to do this, we just don't want this knee to come forward, and we don't want that leg to come out to the side. So as long as it drops down straight, that's what we're looking for to get the good stretch. Okay, same thing on the other side. Now, we notice that he's supporting himself. Sometimes when you have individuals that want to do this kind of stretch, they feel as if they can balance themselves to do this stretch. So as they're taking this leg and they're balancing themselves, just because they can do it doesn't mean they should do it. Because as I'm standing here trying to balance myself, I'm tightening up the muscles of my hips and legs, and these are the very muscles I'm trying to stretch. So supporting that leg and supporting your body weight and then letting that leg relax allows you to get a better stretch. Okay, now we're going to stretch the calf. So he's going to support himself on that truck. One leg's going to come back. Yep, perfect. And he's going to have that heel semi-pointing forward, just like he's got it, just flared out a little bit. Straight line from his ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder. Front knee is where he's going to get that bend as he gets this nice and relaxed when that back heel stays down. When he shifts forward, he shifts his whole upper body forward, and he bends through that knee. Now, The thing we have to be careful with is we don't want that knee to come in front of the foot. If that knee comes in front of the foot, then that can put some undue pressure to that kneecap. And so how we resolve that is that we just stop, take a longer stride, and then resume it. Now we're going to do some hand stretches. So the first hand stretch we're going to do, elbow is going to be straight. And yep, he's going to grasp that hand and fingers. Elbow's going to stay straight, and he's going to get that angle right through the wrist and forearm. We don't want the elbow to be bent. If we put the elbow bent, we're going to put this muscle at a slack. Straighten that elbow will help get us just an optimal stretch for the underside of that forearm. Okay, same thing other side. Perfect. Okay, perfect. We're going slow with some of these, or going quick with some of these, so I'm going to count out this next stretch. Elbow is going to be straight, hand's going to be here, and as we start the stretch, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's about the length of time that we're going to hold that stretch. Doing the same thing to the other side, elbow straight, wrist coming down. Sometimes I'll have that thumb come over there, just get a little bit better support. That's perfect. Next one we're going to do is we're going to stretch a different part of the forearm. We're going to stretch a lower down at the wrist. So he's got to make a fist, and as he makes a fist, he's going to use the other hand to help keep that fist, keep the fingers curled in that fist position, and as he brings that down, he's going to feel it stretch right through here. Now, you have to be careful with this stretch because you're going to just be done stretching the other part of the forearm, and it's going to feel like you can go further. But this is going to involve more the finger muscles and finger tendons. So we want to make sure that we're having this curled. We're going to feel more stretch here. It's going to be a less range of motion that we're going to get through here. Same thing, looks good. Okay, good. Last one we're doing now is just we're going to warm up and stretch the fingers. And so we're going to let the fingers relax and curl. Then what we're trying to do is to pull them up and apart. Perfect. As we go through the stretches, wherever we're at, we're going to be referencing very specific stretches. Each site and each group will have either a poster size referencing the stretches, and they'll be numbered, or you'll be provided with a wallet size or billfold size card. These can be taken with you, and the stretches and activities are on the front and the back.